Alright, so today's goal is do some legs. Shirts from American Drugger Pullers. It's from Crispy 11B. He's really funny. Yeah, I'm gonna do some legs, then hopefully if Mary decides to be alive and be a decent human being, we'll go on a ruck this afternoon. Alright, let's get it.
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah. To the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the type to take no for an answer. I don't deal with people that are like a cancer. No, instead I hang with the people that enhance ya. And I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna work on my own for myself. I don't need no help, not anybody else. Nah, man, I got it dealt. I'm working on my wealth and I'm working on my health. Keep on working to excel, cause I'm working on myself, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there. I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best, so prepare. Cause you know I'm honest and I'm coming for you, be scared. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere.
Good afternoon, it's Tech. This afternoon I'm gonna go for a 5-mile ruck, 45 pounds. After this ruck, I'll go show you how I set up my ruck for long distance rucking. Right now, 5 miles is nowhere near a long distance. It's just starting to get back into it just to add more mileage. My go-tos are some Body Glide, my boots, Rockies, V2s, and then basic issued standard ruck. ACU, my multicam one, is at work, and that one's already staged up, ready to go. All right, catch you on the flip side.
So on the way back, probably we're gonna do that.
Okay. So what tips do you have that you've learned about rucking? Like, what is best that works for a female?
For me, if I'm rucking for time, I pretty much have to jog the whole time to keep up with guys. Cause like, even my best friend is like 5'8". She, like, to keep up with her, I have to be like, so it's actually easier to just kind of do this the whole time. But
All right, and now I have another question. The stigma on the waistband.
I like it because I feel like if it's good, then it keeps the ruck like placed right on my back where I need it.
Yes.
And it's actually more on my waist than on my shoulders. Like, it's actually almost barely touching my shoulders.
Yeah, it's a huge stigma. Like, people don't like wearing the waistband.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm completely for it. Again, I'm not a very tall individual, and it takes the weight and places it on your hips, and your hips are a lot more powerful, and they can drive you through. And you can walk a lot further.
Well, yeah, and before I discovered it, like especially my right shoulder will go numb, and it's like, yet it's numb, it's somehow still painful. So it's like really bad.
No, I agree. And then you have the chest strap as well.
Yeah, that I'm like,
For me, I like it because it brings, like, it shifts the weight off my shoulders and more onto the strap itself. And then I'll loosen it up,
I feel
take a lot more bigger breaths, and then tighten it back up and just keep moving along.
I feel like for me it would bring in the straps to then be pulled to sit more on my traps and like neck area. I don't want that.
Yeah. And then you have these over here.
Yeah.
Have you ever used those? Do you?
Actually, so the first day that I got back into rucking, it was like really, really far away. And then I pulled them in like too tight. I was like hitting my head on the side.
On the frame?
So I was like, So now I think I got it where it's like perfect for me. But I do think you definitely want to like mess around with your ruck a little.
Yeah.
Like, don't just like take it however the fuck you got it from CIM.
Yeah, you want to have the weight high up on your back, and then you want to have that waist strap go above your hips and into your by your belly button and stuff. As for rucking boots, what are your go-to? Like, what do you look for in your rucking boots?
Well, for me, I have always worn Tactical Research by Beldo because I wear size 3, and like in issue boots I wear like a 2 or 2.5 or some shit. So like the sizing can vary so much. I'm like, for the sake of finding boots small enough, I'd rather just stick with a brand that I know exactly what size I am. I know they're comfortable. So ever since like my very first duty station where I bought my own boots, it's been these.
And socks?
Socks, well, for specifically rucking, can't think of what brand it is that I liked, but I do like when they have like extra heel cushion and then the kind of like almost like compression around the arch of your foot.
Okay.
I kind of like that.
So for me, my ruck, I put it straight up on the frame, really high up, at the end of this ruck, when I go back home, I'll produce a video on how I pack my ruck and some tips on packing and setting your ruck up so you get less fatigue.
It's been a long, long time since I found my way around. All these thoughts in my mind, I'm searching for something I'll never find. Every day feels so long. I sit alone as the clock ticks away. This existence is so useless. Help me find a better way. Walls are closing in, locked away inside my mind. Don't know what to do. It's always something that's holding me back, and I'm honestly tired of feeling numb. It keeps me up at night. These dreams of a better life, where I don't have to run, I don't need to hide, I'll stand and fight. Why can't I be who you want me to be? I give it all, but it's never enough for you. I fear I'm falling deeper and deeper. My heart is racing faster and faster. This existence is so useless. Help me find a better way. Walls are closing in, locked away inside my mind. Don't know what to do. It's always something that's holding me back, and I'm honestly tired of feeling numb. I'm doubting myself again. I can't even seem to catch my breath, while uncertainty fills my head. It never seems to end. Nothing will hold us, nothing will tear us down. Walls are closing in, locked away.
6 mile ruck, and just want to give you an idea on some tips I've used to improve my rucking. So as you can see here, I've moved where the frame all the way to the 5th notch so that everything sits up higher on my ruck. Everything's taped down just so no loose pieces. Carrying bands. There's these carrying handles. I will tighten and loosen them depending on where the weight is. Another thing I do is when I cinch down the weight, I clip in, and then I cinch all the way back from the top from the bottom. I do that because the weight from the bottom, everything keeps moving up, and I pack all my heavy things on the top of my ruck. Everything else is just completely cinched and tight. You can get some extra 550 cord and put some 550 cord here, and then place it through to keep that frame in the loop and all the way as close to your back as possible. Yeah, same on the other side. I go up leave the ruck up here, so everything's high, sits up higher on me, and then I'll have this huge space down here, and then all the weight will be on my upper back instead of closer to my center of gravity instead of my lower back. I'll use the waist strap and make sure it's above my hips so that I can still use my legs and it won't tire me out. And then I'll just keep switching from my chest strap and my waist strap. So last tip that I have is for your boots. So when I lace up my boots, I'll put knots on the top of my the shoelace. So when I tighten up, my boots, I can cinch them down as much as possible, and then just tuck it in. And wrap. I'm good to go. It reduces the friction on my boots. So there's a few things I didn't go over, and so I attached like a simple template for a 3-day ruck week. What it would look like. So your Monday would be your pace work, your Wednesday would be your walk and run, and then your walk and run on Friday. Well, the only difference between Wednesday and Friday is the amount you're going to walk. So let's say for Wednesday you're going to walk for 6 minutes and then run for 2. And then for Friday you're going to do 3 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, which is going to be a more intense day, and then you have the whole weekend to recover. And you want to best thing I found was going out and back runs. So you have to put the same effort that you did going out as you would do coming back in. Message for his parents.
Yo, is this a video?
No, it is.
I ain't dying, mother.
I do appreciate everyone who is subscribed. I almost hit 400 followers. I'm very excited about that since I've only started this page about roughly 3.5 weeks ago, and I fully committed to this. I'll continue to put out content as long as I get interactions of what that you guys want to see. If I don't, then I'm just going to keep putting stuff that I like emo music, playlists for the gyms, my workout videos, me PRing in the gym, stuff like that. But I'll still gladly put out any information to better suit you or anyone on their future endeavors, especially in endurance training. I feel like that's my specialty with long distance running. All right, I'm Tech, and I'm signing out. Good night.